Okay, since women struggle to pick the right man, would the woman on the panel be okay with their father or a man they trust in their lives to help to pick their husband? Okay, so since you have trouble picking a man, like the right man, would you be okay with your father helping you in that mating choice? Let's start with you.
No.
You're not okay with your pops helping?
No, my dad.
Why
My dad
not?
is trash. Straight trash. That man is a narcissist. He's not a good man. My mom did horrible picking him. And he no.
Okay, but even though, like, you could say your father, you think that he's trash, wouldn't you think that your father understands a man more than your mother and than you because he is a man?
Yes.
Okay, so with that being said, he knows certain characteristic traits that a man would embody that would be good for his daughter, right?
If he cared about me, then yeah, I guess I could see your point of view. But personally,
We're
from my
speaking
own,
hypothetically, if like you said that your father, I mean, I guess I don't have a good relationship. Sorry to hear that. But let's just say hypothetically, if your father was to choose, you know, a man for you, do you think that he would choose a better man for you than your mom can choose a better man for you? Due to the simple fact that he is a man?
I think they both would. Honestly, from my mother's experiences, she'd be able to sit there and be like, hey, this is probably your better option. While my father would sit there and be like, hey, I know what a man thinks. This is what you need instead. Okay. There's two different.
But which one is
But
better?
time out real quick. We just run around a panel, right? And we know that women don't really like to give advice. You say, oh, baby, well, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You said that you would tell that to your daughter when it came to OnlyFans. Oh, yeah. So I would say that in general, just to prove what you're saying is incorrect, that no, your mother would be like, any guy you want, just choose him. If you like him, baby, choose that man.
No,
That's
my
what your
mom's
mom
not
would
like
say.
that, though. My mom's not like that. I'm
well,
different.
from what we just discovered,
I know.
Generally speaking, women would be like, oh, well, whatever you like, honey, go ahead and pick them. Meaning that women don't really give advice and they can't give sound advice. I would take it a step. Let me not speak because I got to go around. So let's move on to you. Dane, the question is, okay, would the woman on the panel be okay with, okay, so would you allow your father to pick out your man, your husband?
If he was a good dad.
Yeah, just hypothetically.
Let's
remove the daddy issues, ladies, and let's just say if he was in your life and was around, generally speaking, would you allow your father to advise you and, you know, help choose your mate?
Back in the day, they called it arranged marriages.
Yes.
Yes, I'm aware of that. My father has a really good work ethic, and he's really good with his money. So I guess, yeah, I would. But he's very old school at the same time, so I don't know. But I'm going to go more with yeah, but I'm definitely going to have a strong opinion on it. That's going to be my say at the end of the day. But I'll take their suggestions.
Okay. Fair enough. What about you?
I literally just had this conversation at work this morning.
Oh, so let's hear it.
I would let my father choose. Even if he probably wasn't a good father, I would let him choose. Because I just feel like he's probably going to choose a man better than him. I just feel like
right, because
your father walks you down the aisle for a reason. He's handing you off to your husband for a reason, because he trusts that you are safe, that you are provided for, you're taken care of, and yeah.
Okay, good answer. Let's go with you.
Give input, yes, but choose, no.
Okay, but it give input, like help you with the mating. Like okay,
I would be open to advice, but like you're not gonna tell me what I cannot do though, like, or choose, or push me. But like I would be open to advice, but like.
Okay, now if you're gonna be, you'll be open to your father's advice. I guess that's an answer. What about you?
No. No, thank you.
All right, and you?
No.
Put your mic closer.
No.
Even if he was a good dad?
Oh, my father's a great dad. He's amazing.
Still no?
Dad. Yeah,
okay,
no.
so then wait, why not?
But he would
why?
choose a man better than him.
Honestly,
like if he would choose a man on his level or better.
It's honestly, in my opinion,
like
My dad is very much built like a square, and I'm very no, but not like physically, but like his mental. He's very much like a square, which I respect, and God bless his soul. But for me, I'm the complete
by
opposite
a square,
of him.
what do you mean? Like he's very like to the point and you know
He's very much
conservative, like
Not conservative. It's more of like
Give an example.
how do I want to say without like disrespecting?
I mean, it's no fugazi. You can say it.
You give an
No,
example.
it's just more of my dad is he's old school, very much old school. Like goes to church on Sundays.
So conservative.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for the most part.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm trying to understand then. So, why wouldn't you not want your father? And you said that your father is a good man.
Yes, great man.
And him and your mom is still married, or
Yes.
Okay, they're still married.
Yes.
So, I'm trying to understand if your father embodies certain good moral values, and you're saying that like he's a square, and you wouldn't want him to choose the guy for you, you would instead want to choose. My question is, why would you not want your father's advice in choosing your future husband if he's being a good man to your mother?
I never reject his advice, so I would always take it into account. But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, we are very two different people.
Okay.
So that's why I would not take his advice, because he would go from his point of view, his aspects, his perspectives, not
Wouldn't
seeing
you say
it
that
from
his
mine.
aspects and his perspectives would be more wise than you? 'Cause he
Yes,
has
he
more
does have more.
experience?
He does have more experience, but I feel like as being myself, me, myself, and I've been through a lot
Okay.
without him. So that's why I feel like I know, and I've been through everything, like I said, without him. So I have done and experienced a lot.
So, and the logic is, I think that you wouldn't have been through a lot if he was there. If you would have took his advice from the start, you wouldn't have been going through those traumas. You
I
get what I'm
do,
saying?
But I do, though.
But no, hear what I'm saying. You said that. Let's just think about it logically.
Mm-hmm.
I've been through a lot without him, right? I'm saying that if you had him and you listened to his advice, he would have been there to help you and give constructive criticism to you and give you guidance so you won't make those mistakes that you made with those past guys. So you wouldn't have to experience the traumas that you've been through. Make sense? I get what you're saying by you calling your father a square. You're pretty much saying like, oh, the type of guy that he's going to choose for me is going to be a guy that goes to church as well, is going to be a guy that has a regular job, going to be a guy that doesn't really have no swag, that's going to be like real stiff and maybe in the military. I'm not sexually aroused by those guys, but yeah, you may not be sexually aroused by those guys, but those are the guys that's not going to cheat on you, that's going to treat you well, that's going to protect and provide for you and give you a good future, rather than them other dudes that you chose in your past that was only looking at you as a sex object and hitting it and quitting it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So all those traumas that you've been through in the past, your father, if you would have listened, he would have protected you from that. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
It's
yes,
like
I
no way about.
understand.
It's like no way around it. Like your father is a good man. If anything, I mean that's the best situation that a woman can have, is have a good father. How long your father and mom been married for?
I'm 25, so it's about, I want to say like 27 years.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's a
27
beautiful
years.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so think about it. He's, man, you listen, chat. Hey.
Yeah, and this is why.
wild.
This is why I think that we should go back to arranged marriages, because a lot of you women aren't good at choosing men anyway. So
Let her go real quick.
Yeah,
Wait, did she go?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, she did go. We was going back.
yeah, nah, you can disagree, but it's true.
That's crazy.
I agree with you, East.
It's true. You're not.
I do not.
And ladies, we're gonna get to. I'm gonna start reading the chats, and we're gonna get to things that y'all want to speak about. We're gonna,
Right.
soften up the vibe a little bit. We're gonna speak about the things that interest y'all. But go ahead, East.
Some of you men aren't good either. No offense.
I mean, of course, there's a good amount of men that aren't good.
Okay, I just said
But
that was a
Great
bit
amount.
much. Saying
Okay,
like,
but hold
yo,
on.
you guys aren't good at doing this. Like, all
You're
right,
not,
we'll see how
because there are bad men and there are good men, and ladies most of the time only choosing the bad men
They're
and
not
disqualifying
we
guys
don't
like her
know
dad.
they're bad though. Half the time you guys put up a front and you come in like, oh, we're this man, and then down the line we see your true colors, and I'm like, that wasn't you a couple months ago. You didn't show me this. So how are we supposed to sit here and know what kind of man you are if you're not blunt and forefront.
Yeah, be
You guys
portraying.
chased us, and y'all put up a front. Most of you do. I'm not saying every man is like this,
That's
but
why
a
we
lot
gotta
of you
let-
do put up a front in this facade that's like, okay, I like this. This is what I'm looking for. And then down the line, you ain't like that.
But if a
Let me
man
ask you a
can-
question. If the merchant that you're purchasing something, right, that you buy something, has a great display, what they're trying to sell you, let's say it's jewelry, and you look at it, it's like, dang, this jewelry is fly, it's good, and you're looking at the pictures is good, the quality looks good in the pictures, and you go ahead and purchase it, right? But then you never get your item.
It's a
Okay, so
scam.
who's to blame? Wait, time out. Who's to blame?
Okay,
Who has to take accountability for that situation?
For-
You are the merchant.
for you guys scamming us?
Okay, who would take a degree of accountability in that situation?
So it's my fault for you scamming me?
Okay, you don't think that you have a degree of accountability in being scammed?
How? You put out that product out there.
Yeah.
You're telling me this is what it is. I'm looking at it. I'm like, dang, I want that. I want that. Really.
Okay.
You put that shiny new polish on it and everything, and
And-
I'm going to purchase this.
Yeah, you don't have a degree of accountability in that.
What am I supposed to do?
A
What,
vulnerability.
what would you like me to do so that I could? Because
answer
I
it.
I get it. What would you like me to do differently so that I don't get scammed then? So what do I have to do? Reviews? Do I got to go to your exes?
Perfect. No, now you're actually thinking logically. Right. So you're actually thinking logically, right? So this is good here. So what I'm
put all
saying
that
is, to
work?
answer your question, women lack the ability to make a discerned decision. Discernment is making good judgment, right? And if you're purchasing from a merchant, most people in their right mind in 2024, they're going to look at the Google reviews, right? After you look at the Google reviews, you're also going to check the comments and everything and see if people got their order and if it was real and stuff like that before you purchase from a merchant. Even on Amazon, when y'all look, oh, let me go to the reviews real quick because there's so much stuff on Amazon. Like, okay, this is a good one, because you see so much of the same product. You want to make sure you're buying the right product, the good one. With that being said, the same way you try to discern to make a purchase, right, is the same way you need to discern in choosing a man. That's what I'm saying. Furthermore, the fact is that this person that got scammed and the scammer has to take accountability. You got to take accountability for being scammed, because you could have, one, not even purchased from that merchant. You could have looked at the Google reviews. You could have mitigated risk throughout the entire process. And I'm saying that women, when you're being courted by a man and stuff, you said that, well, guys tend to sell a dream, and you can't see it until months or years later that, oh, he was a fake, he was fraud, and he really didn't have that money. He was, kind of like a used car
A
salesman.
narcissist, an abuser.
A bunch of things, right? And guys that aren't good with females, they experience the same thing. Dating a chick and then you find out she got a dude on the side, or she got an OnlyFans or something that she lied
she's
about,
crazy.
or she let the homie hit it.
Yeah,
It's
but
all these crazy
my
things you may
point
find
is,
out later.
How do you sit there and delegate that in the beginning so that we don't get to that part where it's like, hey, we're already in a relationship,
spoke about
and
this.
now these red flags are showing up.
That's
Gotta-
the point
that's-
of
that's-
having another man, like your father.
Exactly.
Or a father figure to choose a man for you, because men will see through,
We know
through it. They,
like-
right.
Like me and Cooley, we got a group of friends, you know what I'm saying? And we, matter of fact, no. I have a younger sister, okay? My sister's 27. And if she's talking to a dude and she tells me about him, and I meet him and I have a conversation with him, just by that one conversation, I could just tell, all right, he's full of shit. Either he's full of shit or he's generally a good dude. Why? Because I'm a guy. One, I was a piece of shit one time. So I know what it takes. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect, but men, we know, just like women automatically, you girls, right?
Yeah.
You women will automatically tell when a girl likes a guy. If
That's what I was gonna say, because that's how we know
Yeah.
what
Right.
women's other
Okay,
women's intentions
now
are.
I see your point of view, and I get that.
Yeah.
I got a guy best friend. Sometimes he'd be like, yo, that man. All right, we're not doing that. We're not.
I got
doing
a
you
guy
said
best
guy
friend.
best
Can we
friend.
bring that up
So,
after?
yeah,
I get it, because he'll tell me, be like, that man ain't good. I mean,
Listen,
I
the
don't
guy
listen,
best
but he
friend-
was right.
If as long as he's straight, he's gonna tell you anything. It don't matter because he's just waiting for the right moment to clap them cheeks.
Gay.
He's gay.
He's gay?
Gay.
You
Okay,
still
good.
can't trust a gay man's advice.
Better than
Guess
straight?
what? No, his vice is perverted. They're perverted in their actions. Obviously, anything he says is going to be a little perverted and twisted. I wouldn't trust anything a gay
Can
man
you
says.
explain that?
What?
Can you explain how
Sometimes they
their
want you
thoughts will be
to
perverted?
Okay. Well, think about it, right? Let's go down this rabbit hole. God dang, hopefully I don't get canceled off of YouTube for this. But anyways, we're going to go down a rabbit hole, right? So a gay man, what he essentially did is he took on the attraction of a woman, the mindset of a woman. What is woman attracted to? Women are attracted to men, right? What is a gay man attracted to? Men as well. So he took on the same characteristic traits that a woman took on, right? And he suppressed his nature. He suppressed his biology, right? And being gay, no one is born gay. It is a choice, right? It is a choice. We can go down that rabbit hole too if you want to have that debate. I'll kill you on that
love
debate.
to.
But we could think, hold that thought. But what I'm saying is, essentially, he's a woman, right? So it's just since he's suppressing his own nature, his own biology nature, and he's perverted in his thinking and perverted in his ways, right? Well, why would you trust that individual with any advice? Would you trust someone if, okay, I was telling you that, put it like this. I can't, darn it. So YouTube sensitive, I can't use certain words. Yeah, I can't say that. Oh, what's another word for the P word?
Butterfly. That's what my mom used to call it.
Butterfly.
I swear to God.
Cookie?
Ladybug.
What?
Cookie?
Does he use butterfly?
No, not
Oh, for the male, the
Say
male.
file.
huh?
Say file.
File?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, P file.
Oh, okay, talking about.
If he's a
Talking about that. My fault. I'm thinking of the.
Me too. I was thinking too.
Yeah.
yeah, not the box.
My bad.
Right? Yeah, no.
Fault.
Oh, essentially what I'm saying is, if a man is perverted in one way, he's probably it's a high probability he's gonna be perverted in other ways too, and he can't give you sound advice, right? For an example, hypothetically, if a man is, lackadaisical, can't keep a job and do things like that, well, if he's lacking in this area here, he's probably going to lack in a relationship when it comes to protecting and providing you, right? If the man is indecisive, he can't make a decision, right? Well, that's a characteristic trait. Well, a man that can't make a decision, well, then he wouldn't have the ability to really lead his woman. Right? So, okay, if he lacks hair, it's a higher probability that he's going to lack hair. And I'm telling you, if you have gay best friends that's giving you advice and you're thinking like, oh, yeah, it should be sound advice. Well, wait a second. Homie is perverted. The biggest perversion. His biology, his testosterone is telling him to like some vagina. But he's going against his own nature and saying, no, I want... It's crazy. So it's like, we can't trust this nigga and what he says. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.